All right, so here we are with another episode of Minecraft. This week we are starting a new build. We were going to cover the creeper farm so that it doesn't look like a large bow tie sitting on the ground. I'm not going to finish the build this week, mainly because it's not finished, and that's why there hasn't been a new video for the past few weeks. But more on that later. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. To start, I found a design that I liked for the building. I linked the video down below. I would not say that I'm following the tutorial to the letter of the law. I normally don't. First off, I'm not using any of the colors that they used, and I'm also not measuring anything. So I'm not saying that I'm making this on my own because it's largely inspired by their video, but also I don't want you to not go and look at their video because mine's ugly. The ugly part is fully on my own. I picked deep slate and warp wood because that's most of what my other builds are using, or at least they are on this side of the base. I noticed that I was doing one side with the bee farm, it's more natural looking, and then the side with the ravine is more dark looking. I think it's largely because I really like the color blue, so any chance I get to use it, I'm going to take it. But it also means that everything looks a little funny and more like a dark city, except the castle. That's perfect. I will defend the castle whenever possible. Most of my recent builds have been using more black stone and woods, so it was strange to go down to the deep slate / drow farm that never really worked too well and get some more of that material. One of you recommended that I make a copper farm, and considering how much I like blue, I think it's more likely that I'm going to have to suck it up and make one. I think I was a little overwhelmed with how complicated they seemed when I was originally learning how to do them. While I was down here clearing out and getting some more deep slate, I ended up upon this little creeper. I just saw him out of the corner of my eyes and I was like, oh golly. So thankfully, because of where he was positioned, he wasn't going to blow me up or anything, but it was definitely like one of those moments where I'm a little traumatized from all of the hardcore levels and worlds that I lost to the creeper. So it was a moment of just staring, being like, okay, are we fine? Are we fine? But thankfully we ended up being fine and we got what we needed. But it was definitely a moment of, oh golly, we really are back down in the caves, which I think I often forget because it's been so long since I've gone caving in Minecraft. I'm sorry I haven't been posting lately. I've been super busy. This isn't like last year when I got burned out and needed to take a step back. It really came down to me not being able to play for a month and a half and just running out of footage. Even this week, I wasn't really planning on posting because I didn't finish the build at all. But at the end of the day, that mentality was what burned me out last time. So I decided I was just going to get started on a build, and it was at least a step in the right direction. One thing that I've been wanting to ask you all, because there's a couple more of you. Thank you for subscribing. But do you guys want me to go back to doing some hardcore episodes again? I thought it might be interesting to do it with the next update, but I wasn't sure if you all would be interested in it, or maybe starting a new seed and seeing how I do with survival on that side. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I just wanted to kick some ideas around since there's, again, more of you than the last time I asked. I thought I would throw it out there again. But again, it just really depends on what's going on. And basically, I went back to building up this house. As you can see, I kind of got the walls up, and then I needed to go back in and add the warped wood, but because of the way the tree farm is set up, it's just taking forever. So this is my update. As you can see, it's slowly working my way through covering the creeper farm. I'm interested in seeing how it finally looks when it's all said and done. I did notice the other day when I was looking at it that none of my buildings are at the right scale. So if you look from the tower down at everything, it all looks a little topsy-turvy, which is fine. Maybe I will start to focus in on building more consistently to scale. This is what happens when you don't measure. Everything gets thrown off, and it's all because of that. So maybe we'll have to work on that in the future. I say we as if I'm blaming you guys. No, I will have to work on that and hopefully it'll get better. I think my tower is what is doing it. So I naturally try and build up to the tower size, which then makes everything ginormous. And then some things I'm just focusing on covering as opposed to making them large enough. The bee and the wheat farm seem normal, but the iron farm compared to the tower and now the creeper farm getting covered, they all seem a little bit off. But we'll see how it goes. I also want to make a better tree farm because having to sit here and build up or chop everything down and then replace my mushroom and carry on is really a bit of a pain. So I would like to try and make a more automated one so I could be making wood as I go. But I think that's kind of on the list next to my copper farm, where it would be nice to have, but maybe not right now, maybe later. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you liked the video, comment, and subscribe. Again, sorry, it's been a while since I posted, and I hope that I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.